Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Old Time Rock and Roll. I'm your host, David Tear, where I've been featuring my personal top 3,000 songs of the rock era from 1954 to 1999. Today, I'm up to song number 2855, and that one is Back When My Hair Was Short by a one hit wonder known as Gunhill Road. I don't know if you guys have heard this song. I think it's a pretty funny song. But first, I'm going to talk a little bit about the band Gunhill Road. They also featured this on their second album, which is just entitled Gunhill Road. And like I said, they were a one-hit wonder. And they formed in 1969, and they've had several incarnations over the years. I believe they're still around, but their original members were Roman, the bassist, Glenn Leopold, the guitarist, and Larry Cullen, who I think was on piano and lead vocals. Later, they replaced him with Steve Goldrick, and I believe Steve Goldrick is still with them. He was the one who sang lead on Back When My Hair Was Short. And I think all the other members are different now, and I'm sure they're very old now. But I really like this. And here's a picture of the band. So now I want to talk about the song Back When My Hair Was Short." It's a funny novelty song, I think. I mean, it kind of tells a story. I guess these guys, according to the song, it's kind of a nostalgia song. It starts either in the late 50s, early 60s. They're describing when they were kind of hoodlum teenagers when they got started. And the way they describe themselves, it almost sounds like they're an American graffiti. There's these kind of no good hoodlum teenagers stealing hubcaps from cars, spending time in prison, and hiding Playboy beneath their bed, and just kind of doing a lot of kind of shady shenanigans, I guess. But their main concern is love. They keep saying, they're looking for love, they're looking for chicks, and then they talk about, the mid to late 60s, the next verse. They talk about how they went to college and became hippies and went to demonstrations and went to 3 rock concerts a week, and and now they're holding rallies for love. So they're still doing all this just to meet women. Which I think is kind of funny. I mean, so they're not really passionate about their causes or anything. It's just all for the girls, basically. Which I think was the case for most hippies in the late '60s. Actually, I think there were a few pretty great leaders who got the movement started, like Mario Savio, I guess, and a few others, Abby Hoffman. But most of them just kind of went with the flow, and I guess according to the song, these guys did too. And I guess there's another verse after that. I mean, the song came out in 1973, which wasn't that long after the '60s. So I guess they don't really add much to it afterwards. But then they go back into the original verse again, back when my hair was short. And I think it would have been funny if they came up with this song maybe in the '80s. Maybe they've done revisions of this song because they could have followed them up through the '70s and the '80s and kind of talked about what they were doing during those decades too. And I can imagine probably during the '80s they became yuppies. I mean, they probably could have been singing about how they were, either lawyers or businessmen trying to make a lot of money and buying a Beamer and talking on their car phone and still trying to cruise looking for chicks, which is what most of the yuppies did. So it was all about love, like they said. It was all about meeting the women, and I think it's a funny song, and that's why I'm featuring it. And anyway, that's my profile on Back When My Hair Was Short by Gunhill Road. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. You guys rock, and I'll see you guys next time.